All right, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do the Immortal Hulk issue number 23, Marvel Comics, Alex Ross cover. There's 50 books. We're going to do all 50 of them. And so, yeah, we're almost halfway. And yeah, I must say, for all the criticism that I give this book, this series, because there's a lot of things I can criticize, and in my opinion, rightfully so. This was actually a fun book, but yeah, it's a fun book. I enjoyed myself, Al Ewing, he can write, but he has also this SJW-like mentality. He throws in a lot of stuff that pisses me off. I'm not sure if that is the word. Not because of his SJW mindset, but more like how he writes things. And sometimes I think, dude, what are you doing? But, if you want to check out what I talk about, check out all of my other videos. Also, they're still doing this. I believe we're going to see this pages, this black useless page with a couple of words on it till issue number 15. And I think, why would you do this? It's just a waste of pages. Nobody cares. Every time I see this, I just flip right through it. I don't care about this. Nobody says, oh yeah, man, it's so deep what Sun Tzu is saying. Oh man, yeah, I really resonate. Nobody cares. Just give me some cool art. All right, but there's cool art in here. I mean, it's not Ed Bennett. Where is it? Well, right. No, it's Joe Bennett. I'm not sure why I said Ed Bennett. Is a totally different artist. Joe Bennett, sorry, is really good. Anyway, so this years ago when McGee, who's now part of the Hulk team or something, is, this is where the trauma starts because the Hulk was in town and they got a Hulk warning. And they say, do not look into his eyes, right? Do not, they come here, you need to get out of here. But then, he, well, like I said, he's on a rampage here, and seems that her dad is now got a heart attack years later. And he looks into, the Hulk's eyes, and he saw rage, child's rage, pain and trauma, right? The same day Hulk got his pardon, his parade and statue. Yeah, that was in the years, and many, many, many years ago when the Hulk has redeemed himself. Bruce Banner's body took over. He beat some enemies, I believe he beat the leader, that was trying to taking over the world or whatever. And, the town and the government gave him a full pardon, right? Something. Of course, it went quickly wrong after that. But yeah, that's besides the point. But this is now. And so McGee says, I got a journalism degree at Arizona State on a scholarship award. I buried my father that year, but I got that degree. When the time came, I found the Hulk. I asked him pretty much the exact question, and he thought it was good. When I looked him in the eye, what I saw this time, it wasn't pain, it wasn't trauma. There was rage, a lot of it, but it was directed. The Hulk knew exactly what he was doing. So yeah, we have the Hulk and his Hulk team with Gamma Flight, still a crap name for it, and even a crap team, is entering Fortune's base here, and basically we're going to have a fight, and it's going to be a fun one, to a certain degree. Anyway, so Rick Jones, who's now, I don't know, a floating corpse, is, he says, hey, Jackie, it's time to go. So it seems that Betty Banner, who's now the Harpy, another version of the Harpy. I mean, years ago she was green, but now she's red. And, they are going somewhere else. And she looks at, Rick Jones because he remembers him, because, he's playing in a band, jokes, celebrity anecdotes. And she says the voice didn't change. Whatever he's going through, he won't let it show, but his face. And sudden realization, he is my age, right? I don't know what to do with that. How about nothing? You cannot do anything with it. I don't know why you would think that way. Anyway, so they talk about Fortune, about the abomination. It had his face. She was a little bit shocked. Meanwhile, we have the Hulk doing, what the Hulk does is, trashing things. And we have Gamma Flight, right, with Titania, who was once upon a time, or still, I don't know, She-Hulk's foe, and we have Puck, pretty useless in my opinion, and we have the Absorbing Man, of course, but, Fortune says, hey, shoot them with the tranquilizers, and then Fentanyl in a titanium needle. Smart. I ain't good with drugs. Only the needle hits before the drug does. The titanium part. Okay, that's actually smart. Although the absorbing man, Crusher Creel, is not really known for his brains and his smarts. You know, he's a bruiser, right? He's a guys that reacts to things. You know, he's tangled with the Hulk, with Thor, and Avengers, you name it. But he's not known for his brains or something like that. So, yeah, I'm okay. To a certain degree, I'm okay with that, right? All right, he attacks, and then, Fortune comes in with the Abomination's body and grabs him. And I must say, Crusher Creel, although he should be pretty dangerous, is pretty useless here. Fortune says, hey, SE units targets the Hulk. And the Hulk says, what is the SE units? Solar emitter. All right, so if you follow the series, the Hulk cannot stand sunlight. He's not a vampire or something, but then, his Bruce Banner persona then comes up. But if you look closely, I mean, like I said, maybe you never ever see this movie, but I'm talking about RoboCop 2. There was a villain that has some kind of a similar body, or even the game that just came out, Rogue City. Was it Rogue City? It's great game. It just came out, I believe, last year. Fantastic game. Just check it out. Anyway, but it looks, hey, wait a minute. This just looked that RoboCop villain, has a brain in a titanium body, or a robot body. All right, but then he's changing back into Bruce. But then, oh no, it's Doc Samson, and now he's dead again somehow because he's now somewhat super vulnerable. I'm not sure how he's getting. You're gamma powered, right? How do these weapons just penetrate you? I don't know. I know he's a weaker version of the Hulk, but still. Anyway, Crusher Creel is being. I made a joke. Crushed. I'm going to make a joke. This is the joke. He's being crushed by the Abomination, which, yeah, all right, because Titania says, hey, why don't you just absorb his powers? But he says, I can't. He ain't right inside. But then Puck comes in, jumps on the back of this robot, and, oh no, there's a brain inside, with a spinal cord. So he takes it, like I said, it's just RoboCop 2. RoboCop 2 is a fun movie. RoboCop is the first one, is the best movie. It's just super awesome. Balls through the walls. Anyway, and then he talks about tell them Puck sent you. Who's them? I don't know. Heaven, hell, whoever. They know me down here. Down, so that means you are going up to heaven? Is that what you're trying to imply? I don't know. Nothing is explained. So he kills the brain. Banner is being reversing back to the Hulk. And Banner said to the Hulk, you need to fight, so I'm only obeying orders. And he's just, yeah. Right, and then the wall is melting. And it's Rick Jones being a ghoul. And he makes some kind of a weird joke. And he talks, I remember you, Dr. McGowan. You said you were sorry. And she says, please let these people go. I'm the one you want, right? She says, I deserve this. I deserve everything that's coming to me. But my team, they were only doing their jobs, right? Yeah, that doesn't make any better. What's wrong with your face, by the way? And he said, but then McGee comes in and said, hey, you are not doing anything, Rick. Well, I cannot promise that, says Rick. It depends on that guy. Now, that guy she was weakening him because he can smell gamma radiation or something. And so McGowan says, no, I found him like that. Or Banner found him and tipped us off. He spent months in his grave. His mind, it's gone. So I believe, I could be wrong, that the Hulk fought this guy, gamma powered, was a monster, and then he's just putting him to the ground where he can no escape. And then possibly, I'm guessing these guys found this poor guy, and yeah, that's it. All right. So this part is over. It's going to continue in the next issue. And then we go back to the fighting, and yeah, looks cool, I'm going to say. So this guy's blasting with thermal frequency or something so that the absorbing man cannot absorb the energy or turning into energy. Now, again, maybe okay, let's say the absorbing man is not known for his morphing powers. He can absorb properties, steel, grass, water, whatever he can absorb. But he's not like a morphing guy. He can change into it. Yes, his bodies can go big. He can become a giant. And I mean, was fighting the Avengers years ago on a pier with a lot of Avengers. It was a pretty cool book, by the way. But him morphing into stuff, that's not really his thing. But maybe it is now. I don't know. Anyway, Krill's the most dangerous if he only can use his head. Well, he's not dangerous in this book at all because he's getting his ass kicked constantly. All right, so his wife. Well, wait a minute. She's called McGee, right? McPherson, McGee. I don't know. Anyway, she says, "Carl, you got to pull yourself back, baby." And then she is getting zapped. So Titania is also down, right? Cool. And Puck is also down. And then it's between the Hulk and the new Abomination. So he says, "Don't kid yourself, Fortune. All your tin soldiers, your toys, your tricks, you're just a dime store version of General Ross, a dime version of Emil Blonsky." Emil Blonsky was the man inside the Abomination, the original one. Dime version of me. But he says, "No, I'm the upgrade. I'm the superior weapon." And he pukes all over him, right? Which looks cool, right? I like the body art. It's just, the art is really good. I like the colors too, right? So he says, on my signal, full power, put him down like the animal he is. He's finished. But then, I don't know, man. It's just, the Hulk rips then off his face and parts of the body, and they're looking like, oh my God, what's going on here? And then, all right, and that leads us to the next issue. Yeah, like, the body horror, the gruesomeness. He looks like a zombie, right? Like a Frankenstein's monster. Really cool. So I must say, again, for all the criticism that I give Al Ewing, this was fun because, there's no crap in it. It's just more, Hulk fun, and Hulk should always be fun, in my opinion. So, yeah, I give this a thumbs up. This book, who knows what's happened next? Probably I will criticize him again. But that is for the next issue. So guys, stick around, and we're gonna see what's happened next. Have a great day, bye, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.